Welcome to New This Week video for October 26th. Got a pretty hefty week this week. A lot of interesting stuff. I'm interested in a few of these books. But we're going to start off with 20th Century Men, number 3 from Image. A Guardian, number 1 from Source Point Press. Absolution, number 4 from AWA. Mark Miller has a new book out. Guy just keeps on pumping out the books. Oh, as a matter of fact, he's got 2 out this week. We don't even have to mention half the creators that don't have any coming out this week or for the next couple months. We got American Jesus, number 1. Barbaric, number 3 from Vault. Blink, number 4. Yep, Blink, number 4. I don't know where I've been. I can't believe it's up to that number already. I don't remember the other issues. And we've got The Boogeyman, number 2 from Ablaze. How about a little Cat Ninja for the kiddies? Cradle of Filth, number 4. Okay, we've got the second printing of issue number 1 of Creepshow. This book sold out of control last month. And we've beefed up our orders for this month's issue number 2 of Creepshow. We've got the Criminal Macabre, Count Crowley Halloween special. Crystal Planet number 4. That fly is going to walk across the lens at some point, and he's just going to be right on. He's just going to be right on there. So still have warm weather in October. Got these little bastards running around, flying around. Damn Them All, number 1. Sisperia book from Boom Studios. Should prove to be a solid story. Dead Mall, number 1 from Dark Horse. Title kind of defines the book. Could be interesting. We've got a lot of these books that come out with, the dead running the mall or whatever, but it's always a pretty good take. We'll see how this one goes. It's that time of the year for some horror stuff. We've got Pup Detectives, Battle of the Bands. A one-shot from Source Point Press. Dr. Rigby, Where Dwells the Let's try that again. Dr. Rigby, Where Dwells the Ghostly Baron. Eternal Descent number 1. Been loving these covers on Firepower the last 6 or 7 issues. Issue number 24. Flawed number 2. Godzilla, The Best of Mothra, one-shot. There's a $7 one-shot. There's, 60 pages, 48 pages. It's a thick book. The artwork inside, really, really nice. I mean, the Godzilla stuff's pretty good. But this is kind of a cruddy cover. You want to sell something that's $7, and the inside looks good. You need to put something on the cover to make them want to pick up and look to see if the inside's good. But it's Godzilla. It's gonna be good. But I think they can do better with the cover. And we have Halloween, Seekers of the Seven Keys, number 1. House of Slaughter, number 10. Image Anthology. Yes, and I know the number on this one. Number 7. Locust, The Ballad of Men, number 3. Lovecraft, Unknown Kadeth, number 2. Well, this looks interesting. Lovesick, number 1. Weird. Oh boy. You may want to check that out. I'm not showing the artwork. I don't think some of it may not be appropriate for the camera. The Magic Order, number 4. Second issue by Miller this week. A few other people should probably give him a call. He'll teach you how to work. New Think, number 5. Nightfall double feature, number 1. This is going to feature the Cemeterians. Noah, Not Otherwise Authorized, issue 3. Brian Michael Bendis, another guy who's fallen from his high rise and is just tumbling down. Pearl, number 6. Used to be one of my favorite writers. I think he's forgotten how to write. At least he puts a book out, though. I'll give him credit for that. And we've got Redmond, number 5. The Return of Chilling Adventures in Sorcery, number 1. Part of the Archie Horror line. And this is it. This is crazy. Rick and Morty has reached issue 100. Rick and Morty. I mean, how many books are out there right now that never reach issue 100, that canceled at 22, 17? But this has somehow made 100. Congratulations to Oni Press. Congratulations to Rick and Morty. That's a pretty big milestone, because a lot of your Marvel DC books nowadays can't last 30. So, yeah, congratulations. Rogues Gallery, number 4. Sarah Lone, number 1. Scorched, number 11. The Last Chapter of Sins of the Black Flamingo, issue number 5. People will be clamoring for a second series on this one. Sonic the Hedgehog 54. Spawn Trade Paperback Volume 23. Got a brand new Star Trek. And by brand new, I mean issue 1. There's another book that sold probably just as well as a Creepshow book. They both came out at the same time, same week last week. Stuff of Nightmares by R.L. Stein. This is issue number 2. It sold out like that, just like Creepshow did. So we beefed up the orders. We'll see if we've caught up with the demand. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Armageddon Game, number 2. And nice artist, Ryan Stegman. Written by the great Donny Cates. We've got Vanish, issue number 2. And I have to give him credit. Issue number 1 sold very, very, very well. But typical Donny Cates fashion, wait till it gets issue 5 or 6 and you'll probably want to just burn it in your wood stove. So let's move along to DC. There are some quality books by this group out this week. By quality, I mean Action Comics number 1048. Got Batman Beyond the White Knight, number 6. Batman Fortress, number 6. Batman Gotham Knights Gilded City, number 1. And it's bagged. I have no idea why. We're not even going to find out. Someone else can tell me. Batman the Audio Adventures, number 2. And this book that no one should buy. Catwoman, Lonely City, book 4. I think book 3 came out in April. So again, we're supporting Cliff Chiang. Or Chiang. Yeah, I actually don't even care. Shouldn't be writing or drawing a book anymore. Yeah, it takes that long for a book to come out. And if it's not his fault, it's DC's fault, well, don't support that either. But again, people can't get their stuff out on time for a major company. They need to be fired. Not just the book, the creators. DC versus Vampires, number 10. Deathstroke, number 14. Detective Comics, 1065. A very, very good selling book. The Human Target. Book 8. It should have been book 36. It's taken so long for this thing to come out too, but it still keeps on selling well, and a lot of people are reading it, so it's a very, very good story. I think I've heard that from the Buff too. Joker, Volume 1, trade paperback. Punchline, number 1. She got her own series. If I was reading DC, this book could possibly get me to want to read. The Riddler, Year 1. Always been one of my favorite villains. I look at this cover, it would make me not even want to look inside it. Tim Drake Robin, number 2. And we're going to finish DC off with to me, would probably be the best book of the week from the company, written by the great Bruce Campbell. Sergeant Rock versus the Army of the Dead. I mean, you've got me with Sergeant Rock. I mean, I love DC's war stuff. I love a lot of the war books, but Bruce Campbell writing it too. How can you go wrong? And Army of the Dead, we're good. This is going to be the best DC book of the week. I'll go to Marvel. But it's always good to look at a nice John Romita Jr. cover to start it off. This will give you a chance to gag, and then maybe something better will help you swallow it down. We've got Amazing Spider-Man, number 12. This book's almost over. It's going to be sad because this story is so good. Axe, Judgment Day, number 6. That cover looks a little better. Too bad the subject matter just made you regurgitate more than after you saw this. But at least looking at this, it's a lot better. Then we've got Ghost Rider, Unchained trade paperback. It's weird we went from A to G today. Unless I put this stuff out of order. Who knows? Who knows what goes on here? I don't know how we open and close every day. We've got Iron Cat, number 5. Moon Knight Annual, number 1, with a Werewolf by Night appearance. New Mutants, number 31. Star Wars Bounty Hunters Crimson Reign trade paperback. Star Wars Dr. Aphra, or Dr. Afri for some of the people. This is issue number 25. And we're going to stay with the same title of Dr. Aphra with a trade paperback of Crimson Reign also. It's Strange number 7. This book right here is probably what everyone's been waiting for. And that's not sarcasm. There's a lot of people who love this title. The title's really good. Strange Academy, The Finals. Number 1. People are going to be happy. People are going to be happy that this book's out. It's been a while since we've seen a Strange Academy book. Right, Buff?
Right.
That was not sarcasm. Thunderbolts, number 3. The Variants, number 4. Old school look to this cover. Hopefully people actually will still pick it up and look at it, because a lot of people don't like this old school look. I like it a lot. Venom, number 12. Wolverine, number 26. Oh, Wolverine, excuse me. Every favorite era. That's what it says on this cover of X-Men Legends. It's issue number 3. There was nothing in anybody's mind that ever thought the Mojoverse was part of anybody's favorite era. This is a great thing. This is a great story to tell in your X-Men Legends. Of all the things you tell, Mojoverse is where they're bringing you. What is going on? Hey, there's a lot of people out there that's reading this book that probably is too young to remember the Mojoverse, so they'll be all happy. They'll say until they read it, and then they'll say, "We all screwed them," you know. And we're gonna finish it off this week with Exterminators number 2. So there you have it. I think there's a bunch of interesting stuff in here. It's not a bad week. It's a pretty big week. There's like 75, 80 books here. But yeah, I think there's a lot of good stuff to be read. So hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next week.